These young people out here jamming, y'all. Hey, everyone. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to all of you. I decided to come live. I haven't been live in a long time, in almost a year. I think it has been a year. But hey, glad to see everybody. I just come on to say hello and happy New Year's to everybody and to sit here and eat my chili beans with y'all. Because guess what? I did my first workout of the year. They are jamming out there with their music. If y'all hear it, that's these young folks out there. But I'm back lifting my weights and stuff and just trying to get my protein up good. So I got some chili beans here with some crackers. And ooh, I just wasted it. Ow. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I'm back working out, and today was my first workout outside of the year. And I thought it was gonna hurt because I haven't been working out. I didn't do workouts outside at all last year. Not at all. I don't even think I did it now one time. But I was doing small, like therapeutic workouts on the inside of the house, throughout the year. I never stopped doing those. I was consistent with those. I made sure I got those in because, last year it took me a long time to walk the first part of the year. I wasn't walking. I didn't start walking good until around, it's about April or May. So I kept doing those exercises. We still be there so good. Wendy's added cheese and they gave this the hot sauce. But yeah, had a taste for some beans. I'm just so happy I was able to go out there, and I thought I was gonna be really winded, but you know what? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I did really good considering it was my first day, and I did not give out a breath as I used to do before. Give out a breath easy. No. I'm at the park, y'all. I love eating at the park. Hey, welcome to my channel. I can't tell what's what. It looks like something's changed on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but it looks like something has changed. Thank you for joining my channel. I'm Coco. Mm. Just having some beans. Trying not to smirking out here. Diarrhea in a bowl. Oh my God, somebody mean. Hey, Lauren. Diarrhea. Look now. I ain't got much light in my car, but those are beans. You don't gotta be rude. Oh, I'm so happy to see y'all, though. Thank you to the nice people, and to you rude ones. It's 2026. We're not doing that. We're not being rude to other people. You're too old for that. I'm trying to see if I can see some messages here. Okay, there's a message here for review. I just saw someone get a nail in their knuckle. Ooh. I can't eat with y'all. I'm sorry that happened. Going through reading y'all comments. In the morning, your rear end is going to hurt. I hope not. Oh, why y'all being... Oh, I'm going to hide that. Why y'all being so rude? Oh, my God. Another moderator handled this. Thank you so much for helping me weed out the toxic people, because my channel is positive. I don't do the toxic stuff. You got the wrong one, baby. That is so horrible. Thanks for loving my vibe. I love being a good person. I love being a cheerful person. I can't stand no stucks in the mud. Yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, I am truly blessed. You know, I started out my weight loss journey. I originally beans going to eat some beans. Oh, I need to block you, don't I? Yes, Jesus loves you. Guitar man, I love a guitar. I just got me a Glary bass guitar in. Um, for my Christmas present, it came in late, but I got it like around Monday. So hi, y'all love me some guitar players. Y'all be thumping them things. I can't play like y'all pros, but I enjoy trying. Yeah, I like having a good vibe, because at the end of the day, we all going through something, good or bad. And even those who are always talking negative, who always are talking negative, I know you going through something too. That's why you be so like that. But I keep you in my prayers. Hey, I will. Thank you. Thank you for saying you're so pretty. Thank you. I haven't heard that in a long time. It's nice to hear it once in a while. Thank you so much. But yeah, my beans are because I don't want to have a frosty. Do y'all know this? Let me tell y'all this. It's not a secret, but this is something most people don't know about me. But when I first started out my weight loss journey, which was years ago, I started out weighing 560 pounds. And back then, we did not have scales like... We didn't have the scales like you step on now that go all the way up to 600 and 700 pounds. I had to wait at the truck stop. I had to wait it in at the truck stop, and that was so embarrassing. I'll never forget that. That's back when Curves, the fitness center, was out, and I could not fit on any of the fitness equipment and things. So yeah, I'm just trying to really be positive about this year and keep looking forward. And these beans are gonna help me, because it's a lot of things on that Mounjaro shot, because I take Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes and to help with weight loss. And I can tell you, it's a lot of foods that trying to eat with that shot will leave you sick. So I just try to stick to things like beans, soups, high protein, high fiber. I love high fiber. A lot of people don't like high fiber, but I love it. It ain't never done me wrong. As long as it's the low glycemic kind, I rocks with that. I really do. But I'm glad y'all tuned in, and Jesus loves us all, yeah. He really does. And these beans are good though. I hope y'all can see me clear. But this is my first live of the year too. So I'm excited. New things. Y'all know what I'm doing though? Okay. My goal. Hold up. Let me chew. My goal is to really just gotta be the year for me, y'all. For real. What I really want to do is I really want to get me some teeth. I have been without teeth since, and you know, these messed up teeth since I want to say 2020, or no, 2021. I need some teeth, but here's the thing. The dentist in my area here in North Carolina, they told me that nobody will do the surgery on me until I lose weight. I need like a lot of surgery right now in my mouth, and that's my goal, to lose weight, become healthy, and so that I can get the surgery to get my teeth fixed, and so that I want to be healthier. I want a pretty smile. I want to be able to talk without you know little bits and pieces of teeth here and there. But the goal is, they told me I need to lose 200 pounds in order to do that. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else in the chat. Yeah, they said I need to lose 200 pounds. Thoughts on shakes. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I'm reading my things wrong. Hold up. Okay. So I'm gonna read y'all comments in a minute. Let me just get this out. But the dentist told me, and this was like it was 4 dentists that told me that I need to lose at least 200 pounds in order to get the surgery on my mouth. Now, if y'all know somebody who will do it and is confident in their work, let me know, because I don't know if they just telling me that or what, because I do have some health conditions like COPD and things that is really making it hard. It's making it hard for me to get this surgery. I need to get my teeth fixed. So y'all guys help me out and just pray that I drop this weight. I'm really trying. Okay, so let me see. Thoughts on Shake Shack. I don't know what Shake Shack is. Walter, I'm doing great. Thank you. Thanks for asking. I'm doing great. I can't complain. This is the best I've felt since I was in my early 30s. Let me see. Henry Dodge, I just say hi, Henry. Okay. I think I read all the comments. Yeah, I think I did. But yeah, that's my goal, is to drop that weight down so I can get me some teeth. I want some teeth. I want to be I want a pretty smile. I want my granddaughters to see me with teeth. They've never seen me with teeth. I mean, they see me with these fruit I got. Y'all, I think I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have like five whole teeth, and that's it. So, and I'm no longer ashamed of that, because it's not like I'm not trying to work toward becoming better with that. And I know that's a health thing too, all by itself. I'm an advocate for women and men just like me who are obese, and some other things too. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a great year, and I plan on coming on talking with you guys more. I hope y'all been checking out my podcast, Lovely J Podcast. I love coming on there talking. Y'all know I'm going through some grief right now. My ex-boyfriend died, and people are like, "Oh, why are you grieving?" Because I never wanted him to be my ex. We just couldn't. I didn't hate him as a man. I loved the man, but I never wanted him to be my ex. That man did everything for me. The only problem was we were both drug addicts at the time, and that's why we split up. Because I quit, and I got myself clean, and he was a lot deeper in than I was, but I always cared about him. I always had feelings for him, all of that. And so when he passed away, that was just like, it was like my heart. These young men are jamming out here. Y'all hear that music they playing? And I wish y'all could see the speaker they got. It's lighting up all over. Oh, these young tots. Oh. But yeah, I'm grieving through some things on that area, and that has pushed me to get up and start taking care of myself better. Because I promise you, if I would, like, I gotta stop beating myself up for it, because if I would have known that my ex was doing that bad, I would have. There's nothing I wouldn't have. I would have stepped and tried to do, speak to him, say something to him. Um, because addiction is never easy for anybody, and it wasn't easy for me when I came through mine. But he was right there with me, like when I'm having my, going through my phase of getting off and things, he's right there watching what I'm going through. And he, um, maybe that's a story for another day, but, car light went off. But he helped me through mine. And I guess that's where it made me feel bad that I wasn't there to help him while he was going through the things he was going through. But listen, he lived the life that he wanted to live. And I never judged him for that life. I just was like, y'all got to check out the podcast because, part of the reason I left too was because I found out you have to go listen to the podcast. And maybe someday I'll talk about it on here, but I don't want to talk about it right now because then I'll be all emotional and things like that. So I'm not going to go there, but I never wanted to break up. That put that down for the record. He was my ex because let me go ahead and say it. He was my ex because we were together 17 years. Okay, 17 years we were together, known each other 27 years. So these last 10 years we've been single. Neither one of us got back into another relationship or anything. We both remained single. Yeah, we saw other people, but we still remained single, basically. Um, During those 17 years, I've been with that man since I was 22 years old, and he was older than me. I was 22, he was 37, and I really wanted that man, and he really wanted me. We just really wanted each other, and that's why we stayed together that long. But then when I started sobering up my life, and I said I want more. There's more out there for me. I got off drugs. I became a radio announcer, um, advocate for people on drugs, advocate for domestic violence and things like that. The reason why we broke up was because 17 years down into the relationship, we had, I would say our relationship was good and bad. It ain't nothing that we were toxic, but we were toxic lovers, okay? Um, and we knew who we were to each other. But what ended it wasn't the drugs that ended us. What ended our relationship was that his wife came back. She got out of prison. And she came back and she said, I come to get my husband. That broke me, boy. That broke me down so bad, y'all, when that woman said that. When she said she come back to get her husband, I thought he was divorced. All these years he told me he was divorced. And I believed him. I believed he was divorced all those years until she came back. And at that point, I felt like I can't compete with a wife. And if I would have known that he was still married, we wouldn't have got them 17 years. But by then, my heart is invested, you know. But I had to do the right thing, and that's what broke us up. It wasn't the drugs or anything. I mean, I knew who he was. I knew who the man was when I met him, you know. It wasn't that. It was the fact that she came back. She got into the picture. She said they won't divorce. And when I said, well, what are you going to do about this? Are you going to go divorce her? The divorce was $100. At that time, it was only $100 and some dollars to get the divorce. and he chose not to get a divorce. So all these years he couldn't marry me because he was never divorced. I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I was so broken. I went home and never spoke about it again. I went home and never spoke about it again until he passed away August 5th, 2025. That's when everything came back to me. 10 years later is when I spoke about it. I stayed away from him. I couldn't look at him. I couldn't talk to him. We got together for one night to celebrate his sister's birthday. And it was just like we never had been apart. And that was in 2020. We had the best night of our life that night. He kissed me on my forehead and we forgave each other. He said, I forgive you. Will you forgive me? I said, yeah. And we forgave each other for, any wrongdoing. I saw he was a sick man. And even though he was sick, if he had not been married and things, I would have helped him. I really would have. Because I know what he did for me, I can't speak for others, but I know what he did for me. And I know how toxic we were to each other too. But if the wife hadn't been in the picture and I hadn't known that he was still married, I don't know how much further that relationship probably would have carried on out. But when I found that out, God has this way of doing things. And so grief, I'm still dealing with the grief in on that part. And it don't hurt as bad to talk about it now because I had these months. I took the whole rest of 2025 to work on me with this grief thing, and I am taking it slow because I still lay in the bed at night and I'm like, he really gone? How did you let yourself get like that? The man who took care of me through all my trials and tribulations, even though we fussed and sometimes we fought, I'm like, how did I lose you like this? When I saw him, he was my hand was bigger than his whole chest. When he passed away and I went to see him and I viewed the body, I put my hand on his chest because I always did that. And my hand was bigger than his chest. And all that stuff just broke me down to see that he went down like that. Because I never went back to check on him. Once I left, I felt like the wife was, in the picture and things. And so I never went. I just stayed out the way. I just felt like, get out the way, girl. This ain't your fight. This ain't your battle. You know how you got to choose your battles wisely? Well, when I found out that she was still in the picture and he wasn't divorcing her, I'm like, why you not going to divorce her? We done been together 17 years. But he wouldn't divorce. That hurts. Far as the grieving part goes, the grief that I'm experiencing now is not necessarily from his death. It's from our breakup. Because I never grieved. I just kept going. I never grieved the relationship. I just kept going and going. I buried myself in work. I did everything I could so I wouldn't have to think about that relationship. I stayed busy. I stayed on the road. If you don't believe me, you can check me out on Facebook. I mean, I had so many pictures of going different places. I traveled around the world and all that. I did everything I could to stop thinking about him, and that's what I did. And I never thought about it again. Now, he did call for holidays and birthdays. He did. We video chat on New Year's, though, to bring the New Year's in. But holidays and birthdays, he usually call or either come up and, and see me for a few minutes, and not long, just a few seconds, you know. He'd be like, I was in your area, but nothing, you know, nothing became of that. So yeah, that was hard. That was traumatic though. That's traumatic to see somebody. I was used to seeing that man healthy, moving around, talking junk, and to go from that 10 years later to seeing him small as I don't know what, and that was just. But that's why this year is my year to get myself in order and to make sure I'm healthy as I can be, because I'm not giving up on love. I know there's somebody out there for me. So I'm not giving up on love, and I'm not giving up on my health, and I want to be healthy as I can be, and keep doing the things that give me life. And I would tell y'all too, keep doing the things that give you life. Keep being around people that give you life. Be around people who you know love you. And you know, you're gonna have to be around some that don't, but you learn how to tolerate those who don't like you. Because in the end, it's a blessing somewhere in there for you. Just don't stay in there too long. Don't stay till you start becoming bitter and things. But yeah, y'all gotta check out the podcast, Lovely J Podcast. Yeah, I talks about all that stuff because Lovely J Podcast is actually a podcast about my life. And it's about things I do, things I'm going through. I started that podcast for mental health because I kept having anxiety. I kept having depression after we broke up, you know. And I didn't understand things like that back then. But I took the time, I took the last 10 years to study mental health and to study coping skills, to study the human mind and body. And I must say, critical thinking and all that good things. And I must say that studying all this stuff really paid off for me. It helped me out a lot, and I've helped other people overcome their issues in those areas. And now I'm just gonna finish my beans and thank y'all for listening to me. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get that long, but I guess I do have a lot to say. And I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful for all of you. Really. 2026, let's be better people. Let's be better to each other. You know? Let's just be better. We can do so much better. Trying to stay on here with y'all 30 minutes. Okay. It's automatically held for review. What's going on? What am I missing? I'm not used to doing this. Uh-oh. I hear ambulances. There it go. Ooh. Ooh, that's hot. um, no. It's not ambulances. It's fire trucks. Fire trucks. And I have another podcast, y'all. Growing Old podcast. Seems like I went from 16 to 49. Just like that. So the Growing Old podcast is good. I love it. I'm on there. I'm raw. I'm rare. And I'm just enjoying it. Okay. Um, I've been trying to get these podcasts over here to YouTube, but I'm having trouble doing it. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to upload it one by one, which that's a lot of work. Because honestly, I have a lot of podcasts out there. I have Growing Old podcast, which is my newest one. I have Hello Life podcast, which is the one for those of us who have trouble cleaning up. I do these sessions, like 15-minute sessions, or we pick out something to clean up, and we just help each other through that. I have Lovely J podcast, which is about me, my life, and entertainment. I have UGA Gospel Storm radio station that is gospel music. I have Who's Who radio station, radio channel. That is me doing interviews with different people from around the world. Some are celebrity gospel artists, a lot of celebrity gospel artists. I mean gospel music. I do a lot of things in gospel music right now. Right now, I'm revamping my station, get some new artists in. If you know somebody who got a gospel song, they're trying to get it played, Miss Coco Bowden at gmail.com. You can email me your EPK, Electronic Press Kit. And I'll be more than happy to put you on there. I know some people I do not play, but then there's some I do play. I go through, I listen to each song. I am the radio programmer, so if your music gonna get played, it's gonna come through me. So I'm a one-woman working crew. And I love it because, in these single years, I have time to do this work. Now, when I get married, I probably won't have time to do this work because I'll be busy taking care of my husband and he'll be busy taking care of me. So I put the work out while I can. I have Kiva Advancement Empowerment Podcast. That podcast is for women who have been through domestic violence situations, mental health issues, parenting issues, just everyday issues of life. That podcast is good. It's faith-based. I teach scripture on there, and I just discuss different solutions as to how to handle issues rather than being like I used to be, a hothead. I used to be a hothead, y'all. Let's learn how to calm some of that down so that we can keep our health, okay? And we can keep our mind. It's all about the mental and spiritual, that podcast is. And y'all see how well I can tune things out because there goes another fire truck. I hope whatever's going on, I hope it's okay, that everybody's safe. Whatever's going on that side of town. But yeah, those podcasts, if you got a Spreaker app or you have the iHeartRadio app, I'm on all of those channels. And I'm finna go so I can finish eating. So peace, love, and happiness. Till next time. And thank you all who commented. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel and share it out with a friend. And I don't know how to get off of here. So let me just smile till I get off.